It's time to flow. Lock in, lock in, lock the fuck. If I'm talking over here, it's because I'm on live and I'm recording this. I'm about to start live. Okay. There's no such thing as depression. It doesn't exist. It's not a real thing. If you have a negative internal dialogue and your internal dialogue is saying things like, you can't do this, or you're incapable of this, or you're sad, or you're feeling bad, or maybe you shouldn't be around these people because they might not be on the same vibration as you because you're on a lower vibration or whatever. That's not depression. That's your internal dialogue talking. And if you don't know how to manage your internal dialogue, you're going to constantly have negative thoughts. So what you have to learn to do with your internal dialogue is speak for your internal dialogue. Talk for it so that it understands what it is. Like, for example, let's say I have a thought and it's like, oh, you're sad right now. I'm going to immediately feel that energy and fall into that sensation. So if I say to with my internal dialogue, you know what? You're not sad. You're okay. You're happy. Or you might be thinking a sad thought, but you're okay. Or just relax, take it easy. Or literally say you're okay. If I say I'm sad in my head, I could just say to my internal dialogue, you're okay. Immediately when I say I'm okay, now my mind does not know the difference between an organic thought that the mind created and a thought that I created. So if I sit there and I say, you're okay, my mind is not going to know the difference between that bullshit sad thought that it brought up for absolutely no reason and for no, like, nothing happened to make me sad. I just thought this. So when you say to your internal dialogue, no, it's fine. You are the secondary, like, speaker. You are the speaker who's saying, no, it's all good. And so that's the program that your body is going to take on. That's the program that your mind is going to take on. That's what your mind is going to feel. That's what you're going to feel. That's what you're going to think. So when you have thoughts like, let's just go on to the fucking worst case scenario, you have a suicidal thought and you say, no, I'm not suicidal. I might be sad in this moment, but I love my life and I love this people and that people and those people. And I have this that I'm looking forward to and this that I want to do. Do you think that you could stay suicidal after saying that in your internal dialogue? Fuck no. But if you sit there and your internal dialogue says something like, oh, I don't want to go outside today. I'm so sad. I don't want to see anyone. I want to lock myself in my room, whatever. If you say that to yourself and you sit there, you're going to literally have those thoughts over and over and over. You're going to cycle through those thoughts over and over and over, and you're going to keep repeating those thoughts. So what you have to learn to do is sit there and be the person who breaks that internal dialogue of sadness and whatever, and says to themselves, no, I'm fine. Like, realistically, maybe I'm on a quieter vibration today, but I can still go outside if I wanted to. Realistically, I might feel this way, but maybe if I actually go outside and have a conversation with someone, maybe even talk to someone about how I feel, then I might feel better. Maybe I'll understand it. Maybe they'll help me understand it. So you have to be the person who talks for your mind. Don't just let your mind talk, because you have to understand the thoughts that you have, you're not making those. You're not creating none of those thoughts. All of those thoughts are coming from the music you listen to. If you're listening to music talking about shaking ass, fucking bitches going outside, getting bitches, fucking shooting your gun, sliding on your ops, fucking block busting, like, I don't know, whatever music you listen to, if you listen to that type of music, you understand that you're gonna organically have those types of thoughts. And I'm not saying you're gonna sit there and be like, oh, let me go outside and shoot my gun and fuck bitches and whatever. But let's say, for example, let's say you're listening to a song and it's talk about 10 bitches. You're gonna think about women. If you sit there and you think about a song and you listen to a song that's talk about, oh, my money's this and my money's this tall, and if I stand on my money, I'm 10 feet. Like, if you listen to a song like that, you have to understand you're gonna start thinking about money. You're gonna start thinking about, oh, how should I work more? Oh, should I change my work in this way? Should I quit my job? Can I make more money doing this? Can I do, like, that's what you're gonna start to think, because he or she is talking about standing on their fucking 10 stacks, being 10 feet tall. So if you are listening to, bro, this is why you should also choose the music you listen to. Like listen to music, whatever you like, because this is how I live my life. I listen to whatever the fuck I like. And then, and this is also the thing, these are just my thoughts. My perception is limited. So create your own perception. But I'm sitting there and I'm listening to music. I'm listening to whatever the fuck I want to listen to. Like right now, I'm on Cash Cobain. He's literally talking about fucking bitches shaking ass and fucking bitches. He talk about fucking his whole friend group. Like, it is what it is. But then I have to put specific songs that are on a higher vibration. And this is when you're listening to music with intention. And when you listen to do anything with intention, it's like fucking 10 times more powerful, and it will actually get you the result that you want. For example, I'll listen to a song that's the song's called Human, and the whole song she's literally talking about I am you, you are me, like literally strip me of my ego so that I can be pure and understand that we are all one being. This is what the song's talk about. It's a fucking hard ass song. But anyways, I'll listen to music like that with more intention and think about those thoughts, experience that, live in that, sit in those thoughts and experience all of that so that I can sit there and say, okay, I do want to be more of a oneness with everything. I want to experience this and this and this. Because if I'm always listening to songs about shaking ass and fucking getting bitches and doing all this shit, then that's exactly what I'm going to think. That's what my internal dialogue is going to say. And realistically, none of those things are real. Like, I've been thinking about this a lot recently, because all of this material shit, all the shit that you gain, all of the things that you can acquire in this life, all the knowledge, even all the knowledge that you can gain and acquire in this life, none of that shit belongs to you. It's temporary because it's energy that you're storing and holding on to right now. But at the end of the day, it's not you. It's not what you are. It's not going to be yours forever. None of that shit is important. The love you have will stay with you forever. If you love someone or something or an experience or whatever it is, that love will never change. If you were to experience that same thing or experience that same experience in any form, it would still be love. You would still love the experience. The other things that you can keep are your faith. If you believe in something that is a higher power or something that is outside of you or something that is greater than you, or the unification of all of consciousness, whatever the fuck you want to call it. If you believe in anything like that, you are building a relationship with that every time you interact with that thing. Every time you think about higher consciousness, every time you pray, every time you ask for a blessing, every time you give someone a blessing, every time you pray for someone, every time, even like you're fucking blowing out a candle and wishing on the candle when it's your birthday, that's you making a wish to a higher power. All of those little things, even you thinking, oh my God, I hope my friends are doing okay today. Oh my God, I want better for this person. Oh my God, I wish this person would figure this out. All of those little thoughts and interactions that you have throughout your life is you asking the higher power to literally help you. And you're creating a relationship with that. It's like if you have a friend and you're always talking to your friend and you're always saying, oh my God, like this is stressing me out, this is bothering me, whatever. You're creating a relationship with that friend because they're listening to your problems. They're understanding what hurts you. They're understanding what is hard for you, where they can help you, where maybe you don't actually need help and you're just causing a fucking illusion for yourself and lying to yourself and saying you're struggling, but you're actually not. You're building a relationship with that higher power. So when you're building that relationship with that higher power, you have to understand that that's a relationship that you don't get to give back. That's a relationship that you keep, whether you're alive, whether you're dead, whether you're 20 years old, whether you're 50 years old. Oh my God. If you pray, you speak to a higher power, you communicate with a higher power, you fucking talk to God, whatever you want to call it. You go to church, whatever you want to fucking call it. I do not care. It's all the same shit. If you go outside and piss on the fucking ground and say, yo, I'm giving my piss to the earth so that it can whatever, I don't give a fuck. Like whatever you want. If you literally shit on the ground outside, you understand that that's communicating with God, right? Like that's putting into the cycle of life. That's your whole purpose. The whole reason for your fucking existence is so you can eat shit, fucking breathe and change the air, change the way the food is, fucking shit the new molecules out of your body into the ground. Like you're, oh my fucking God. So I don't even know what I was talking about. When you communicate with a higher power and you're constantly talking to the higher power and you're having conversations with that, whether it's God, whatever you want to call it, you are constantly building on that relationship. So every time you take a step on that relationship, it's not like you can fall off that step. It's not like you can say, okay, God, fuck it. Because I prayed to you 10 years ago, fuck that prayer. I'm going to take that back. Give me that energy back and never mind. We didn't even have that conversation. You cannot do that. You physically cannot do that. So you have to go through your whole life praying, blessing people, blessing yourself, asking for better, whatever you're doing. building on your relationship with God or the higher power or whatever you want to call it. And as you do this, every step you take, you cannot give that back. That's you. That's your step. Whether you're dead, you're still going to have it. When you die, let's not even get into that. Because honestly, I don't even know what happens after you die. I've only experienced it. But not in a way that's valid for human explanation. Like, it's not going to make sense. But that doesn't even matter. Now, we're going to talk about the website. Okay, so these bracelets are all on the website. Look at this. Oh my God. I know. No, I know. One of them is not on the website, but don't even worry about that. It's going to be on the website soon. I fuck with bracelets because literally, okay. So this is a bunch of crystals, right? Oh, for the live, I'm recording this too. So lock in. So this is just a bunch of fucking stones in a circle, right? And you can meditate by yourself. That's a very powerful meditation if you say you meditate by yourself. You could pray by yourself. That's a very powerful prayer, sitting here praying by yourself. But do you know why cults exist? Do you know why churches exist? You know why mosques, religious groups, all of those things, temples, all of those places of worship exist? Because when you worship with people, it's a lot more powerful than if you worship by yourself. And one of the most powerful forms of worship that you could do is to sit in a circle with a bunch of people and pray, or sit in a circle with a bunch of people and meditate. And that is why I fuck with crystal bracelets, because if you're using a crystal bracelet, the crystals are all from different parts of the world, from literally different places in the ground. What's the likelihood of someone actually finding even one individual piece of this bracelet? So for them to find that bracelet and for all of the pieces to come together into a circle, which is one of the most powerful forms of meditation or prayer, whatever you want to call it, and you sit there with a circle of stones, which are spiritual tools, on your wrist all day, that energy is constantly sitting in a circle, and it's like a constant prayer is happening through those stones all the time, all day, because they're all sitting in a circle. Oh my God. It's funny. You actually can't do a lot of circle-oriented meditations in society. You have to go to like a special place, like a cremation ground, or like a giant forest where no one is, or just a big empty field, because the energy is so powerful that it affects everything around it. Yeah, lock in with these. These are inspirational. They honestly, like, the person I was before I started using crystals and the person I am now is the same person, just different and more accepting of myself so that I can be myself. Because it's not that I was ever not myself. And this is also something you learn on the journey. You're always enlightened. You're always you. You're always your fully realized self. It's just that there's times when you cause yourself the illusions of telling yourself, no, I'm not this higher self. I'm not this person. Because that keeps you comfortable in your human growth, in your human evolution, taking it step by step. But realistically, you're never taking anything step by step. You go through a day and you evolve like 600 years. It's very interesting because sometimes I look at people's lives and I'm like, oh my God, you're 50 years old. And there's certain things that I know that you don't know. But how many things did that 50-year-old evolve on that I have yet to experience? They've experienced millions and millions and millions of pieces of information, millions and millions of oh my God. In my 20-year life, I have loved and I'm just talking like platonic friendship love and romantic love, at least 200 people in my lifetime. Like, so for someone to be 50 years old, the amount of love they've experienced is insane. So the amount of things they've learned from that love is unrealistic. So when you're on your journey, this is why I've been literally telling all my friends, bro, when you're done your day, lay down in your bed and say, yo, today I got up out of my bed. Today I went and I brushed my teeth. Today I showered. Today I did this. Today I did that. And tell yourself all the little things that you did today. And sometimes you can even tell yourself all the little things that you learned today, and tell yourself all the things that you experienced today, because you go to bed all the time thinking, okay, today was a long day, whatever. I'm just gonna go to bed now. I want to go to sleep, whatever, whatever. And you go to sleep and you pretty much forget about most of the things you did. And then you have like a couple fucking memories that you can actually pull from, unless you really sit there and look into your mind. You have a couple memories that you can actually pull from and say, okay, today I did this, today I did that. That was hard, that was easy, that made me feel this way, that made me feel that way. And you just remember kind of like the big things or the big things that you felt or whatever the fuck. I don't know. But you go through your day and it's done. You just wipe away your day, and that is the best way to wake up. When you wipe away your day, you wake up fresh as if you never even existed before. You were never born, you never did none of this before, and you experience life based on how it is, where your 2 feet are, where you are in this moment, and what you're experiencing. That's the best way to wake up, in my personal opinion. So when I wake up, I don't remember shit about yesterday. Yesterday is irrelevant. It's dead. It already happened. And now I just have to live from where I am. So if you go to bed and you say, no, 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 before I go to bed, I'm going to say what I did today, what I'm proud of myself for doing, what I accomplished, what I persevered through, what I experienced, what I didn't experience, what I wish I experienced, what I wish I did when I thought I should have done it and I didn't do it. And when you sit there and you have those thoughts and you experience that, you'll realize, yo, I did like a million things today. I've already done like 30 things and I just woke up. Like, I woke up like fucking 3 hours ago, 2 hours ago. I don't even know. And I've done like a million things. I've thought about a million people. I've planned out my entire day already. My entire day is already locked in. So you have to understand the amount of work you do on yourself, the amount of work you do in your life, the amount of work you do for your family, for the higher power, for all of existence is so powerful and so much work that if your existence was not here, this entire existence would not continue the way it is continuing. If you were not here yesterday, how different would the world be? Like, real shit. If you were not here 2 weeks ago, how different would the world be from today? All of the little things you've done. I'm not saying how many fucking people's lives have you changed, because no one cares about that. It's not important. What are the little things you've done? Every time you ate something and got up and threw something in the garbage. Every time you washed a dish. Every time you went to work. Every time you thought about a family member. Every time you thought about yourself. Every time you wanted better for someone. Every time you wanted someone to heal or grow or learn something or understand something or experience something. Every time you spoke to any single person. Every single word you spoke to them was work. If those words were not there, how different would that person's life be? Where would they be on their path today? They might not even be here. Like, bro. That's it.